The ruins of Ephesus are located just outside of the pleasant town of Selçuk. Here is an entrance fee to visit Ephesus. As of 2025, the entrance fee for Ephesus is €40. There is both a bus and train station here, making it fairly easy to arrive here. The nearest airport is Izmir. Unless coming on an organized tour, I would strongly recommend arriving the evening before. If you are going to arrive the evening before, I can highly recommend St. John Hotel. I enjoyed a really pleasant stay here and was so well looked after by the team. It's about a 5-minute walk from the train station, and although the area is a little dusty and run down, the hotel is absolutely beautiful. I even had a circular bed here. If you visit Ephesus in the summer months, it's going to be really hot. There is not a lot of shade around, and the heat even reflects off the smooth white rock. You don't need to be covered up for religious reasons, but it would be a good idea to cover up against the sun. Definitely wear a hat. In terms of footwear, it's important to know that the rocks are very smooth and quite slippy. Unlike other tourist attractions, there really aren't any stalls or shops inside. There are a few cafes and stalls at the edge, but once you're inside Ephesus, you'll need to be self-sufficient. I'd recommend bringing enough water and snacks for your visit. There are toilets on the edge of the site, near the gates. It is also useful to know that the other gate is where the coaches park up and the hordes of tourists arrive, so it's better to enjoy the quieter side of Ephesus. I enjoyed a good 4 hours or so from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. exploring Ephesus. Visiting Ephesus during the temperate seasons of spring and fall offers numerous advantages. The weather during these times tends to be mild and comfortable, allowing you to explore archaeological sites and attractions without extreme heat or cold discomfort. Additionally, spring and fall typically experience fewer crowds than peak tourist seasons, providing a more serene and immersive experience. You can take your time to appreciate the historical wonders of Ephesus and enjoy a more intimate connection with the ancient city. If you plan to visit Ephesus during the summer months, it's important to be prepared for the heat and plan your itinerary accordingly. Summers in Ephesus can be quite hot, with temperatures soaring during the peak hours of the day. To make the most of your visit, it is advisable to schedule your activities for early mornings or late afternoons when the temperatures are relatively cooler. You can explore the sites comfortably and avoid the scorching midday sun. It's also crucial to stay hydrated, wear appropriate sun protection, and dress in light, breathable clothing to stay comfortable throughout your visit. A half day was the perfect amount of time for me. I avoided the heat of the day, the crowds, and didn't have to carry lunch with me, as I left to have it back in town. The best time to visit Ephesus is during the spring and autumn seasons. These temperate seasons offer milder weather and fewer crowds than peak tourist months. The comfortable temperatures allow for a pleasant exploration of the archaeological sites without extreme heat or cold discomfort. Ephesus is open on Sundays. It is open every day of the week, allowing visitors the opportunity to explore its historical sites and attractions throughout the week, including Sundays. When planning your Ephesus tour, considering the advantages and disadvantages of different options, such as guided tours and self-exploration, is important. If you opt for a guided group tour, you will benefit from the expertise of knowledgeable guides who can provide valuable insights and historical context. However, it's worth noting that group tours often follow a set itinerary, which means less flexibility in terms of the attractions you visit and the pace of your exploration. On the other hand, a private guided tour offers more flexibility, allowing you to customize your itinerary based on your interests and preferences. With a private guide, you can also delve deeper into specific aspects of Ephesus that intrigue you, as they can provide personalized knowledge and attention. If you prefer self-exploration, you'll have the freedom to explore Ephesus at your own pace. However, remember that self-exploration requires a certain level of knowledge about the area and its historical significance. Without a guide, you may miss out on valuable insights and details. Additionally, arranging transportation to and from the sites becomes your responsibility, which can be a factor to consider. Cruise ship visitors tend to visit the ruins at Ephesus for 3 or so hours, but the drive from Kouzazi and a stop for lunch probably makes it into a full-day visit. Considering your preferences, level of knowledge, desired flexibility, and depth of experience, you seek to make an informed decision about the best approach for your Ephesus tour. While having a tour guide for visiting Ephesus is not mandatory, having a tour guide can greatly enhance your experience and understanding of the historical site. A knowledgeable guide can provide valuable insights, historical context, and interesting facts about the various attractions within Ephesus. They can help bring the ancient city to life, pointing out intricate details, sharing stories, and answering any questions you may have. Whether you choose a guided tour or self-exploration, the key is to ensure that it aligns with your interests and allows you to make the most of your visit to this remarkable ancient city. You can tour Ephesus on your own. While having a tour guide can enhance your experience by providing insights and context, self-exploration is a viable option for those who prefer more freedom and flexibility. When touring Ephesus independently, it is recommended to come prepared with prior knowledge about the site's historical significance and key attractions. This will allow you to appreciate the ancient city's wonders and navigate through the ruins at your own pace. There are toilets available at Ephesus. You can find them at both entrance tolls, the upper entrance gate, also known as the south entrance, and the lower entrance gate, also known as the north entrance. Ephesus is included in the Museum Pass Turkey or Museum Pass Aegean. These passes grant you access to various museums, historical sites, and archaeological sites in Turkey, including Ephesus. To visit the terrace houses in Ephesus, there is an additional cost. As of 2025, the entrance fee for the terrace houses is €15. This fee allows you to explore and admire the well-preserved ancient residential buildings adorned with beautiful frescoes, intricate mosaics, and architectural details. Determine the ideal duration for your Ephesus tour based on your interests and available time. Some visitors may opt for a full-day tour, while others may prefer a shorter half-day excursion. Consider the attractions you wish to explore in depth and allow ample time to appreciate them. Additionally, factor in a comfortable pace to avoid rushing through the sites. Taking breaks, pausing to soak in the ambience, and allowing time for reflection will enhance your overall experience. The duration required to explore Ephesus can vary based on your personal interests and preferences. On average, visitors spend around 2 to 5 hours exploring the archaeological site. However, if you have a deep interest in ancient history, architecture, or archaeology, you may choose to spend more time delving into the details and intricacies of Ephesus. Kouzazi cruise passengers can visit Ephesus, whether they have a few hours or an overnight stay in Kouzazi. With the proximity of Ephesus to the port of Kouzazi, cruise passengers can plan their visit to the ancient site before their cruise departure. To ensure a comfortable and enjoyable visit to Ephesus, it is essential to come prepared with the right items. Consider bringing comfortable footwear, as you will be doing a fair amount of walking on uneven terrain. Sun protection, such as hats, sunglasses, and sunscreen, is crucial to shield yourself from the sun's rays, especially during summer. Staying hydrated is essential, so carry a water bottle to refresh yourself throughout the tour. Lastly, don't forget to bring a camera or smartphone to capture the memories of your Ephesus adventure. There is no specific dress code enforced for visiting Ephesus. However, dressing comfortably and appropriately for a historical site visit is recommended. As a sign of respect, avoiding wearing revealing or inappropriate attire is advisable. Selçuk and Kouzazi provide convenient options for travelers looking to explore Ephesus and its surroundings, so choosing between them depends on your preferences and itinerary. Selçuk is the closest town to Ephesus, located just a few kilometers away. It offers a range of hotels, guest houses, and boutique accommodations catering to different budgets and preferences. Staying in Selçuk allows for easy access to Ephesus and allows one to explore other nearby attractions, such as the Basilica of St. John and the Ephesus Museum. Determine the ideal duration for your Ephesus tour based on your interests and available time. Some visitors may opt for a full-day tour, while others may prefer a shorter half-day excursion. Consider the attractions you wish to explore in depth and allow ample time to appreciate them. Additionally, factor in a comfortable pace to avoid rushing through the sites. Taking breaks, pausing to soak in the ambience, and allowing time for reflection will enhance your overall experience. The duration required to explore Ephesus can vary based on your personal interests and preferences. On average, visitors spend around 2 to 5 hours exploring the archaeological site. However, if you have a deep interest in ancient history, architecture, or archaeology, you may choose to spend more time delving into the details and intricacies of Ephesus. Kuzazi cruise passengers can visit Ephesus, whether they have a few hours or an overnight stay in Kuzazi. With the proximity of Ephesus to the port of Kuzazi, cruise passengers can plan their visit to the ancient site before their cruise departure. The visible ruins still give some idea of the city's original splendor, and the names associated with the ruins are evocative of its former life. The theater dominates the view down Harbor Street, which leads to the silted-up harbor. The Library of Celsus, the facade of which has been carefully reconstructed from original pieces, was originally built c. the 125 in memory of Tiberius Julius Celsus Ptolemeus, an ancient Greek who served as governor of Roman Asia, 105 to 107 AD, in the Roman Empire. Celsus paid for the construction of the library with his own personal wealth and is buried in a sarcophagus beneath it. 74. The library was mostly built by his son Gaius Julius Aquila and once held nearly 12,000 scrolls. Designed with an exaggerated entrance so as to enhance its perceived size, speculate many historians, the building faces east so that the reading rooms could make best use of the morning light. With our comprehensive guide, you now have the tools to embark on an unforgettable Ephesus tour. Immerse yourself in history, explore remarkable archaeological sites, and witness the grandeur of a bygone era.